All right, y'all. So, yeah, we look like part one because this is part two. This is part two. We got to do a few recordings before Babe leaves. So, yes, this is part two.
So, we're doing this all in one setting, y'all.
Yeah, we're doing
it
all in one
see,
sitting.
The curtain is the same.
Yep.
Everything's the same. So.
We look the same.
Yeah.
Same clothes and everything. But we want to first thank y'all again for tuning in.
Yes.
And we just going to jump right into it to part two. So, if y'all ain't watched part one, y'all need to go watch part one before you watch this one, part two. And I'm going to label it part one, part two. Okay, so we're asking Miss StigmaGoddess, the famous StigmaGoddess.
And Harlem Kid.
Harlem Kid.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, after you found out that you was positive, HIV positive, your doctor told you that you was HIV positive, what was your life like in the streets as far as when you got out of jail? Because in part one, you were stating that you was in jail when you found out. Mm-hmm. So once you was released and got out of jail, like, some people might want to some people just go straight to unlifing themselves. Some people just, like, you had an addiction, a crack addiction. Some people just go and overdose, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. Or they just go and just start having sex with everybody and give it, you know what I'm saying? They just, it's a lot of things that go through people, that happens and go through people's mind and stuff like that. So once you got released, what was your mentality like, and what did you...
I did not care. I didn't care. At that point, I thought I was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I wasn't telling nobody.
Okay.
People that knew was like my intimate family, my kids, and let me say this. No, I have 5 kids. None of the kids are HIV positive. All of my kids are negative. So
all the kids, all 12 grandkids?
Yeah, 12 grandkids.
12 grandkids, everybody negative.
Okay, so.
Okay.
I don't know why I went there, but I felt like that question.
It had to be there, because somebody was going to ask. I had to feel somebody going to put in the question.
Yeah.
She got 5 kids. Is they positive too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, when I got out, like, yeah, I wasn't telling anybody, especially not being on crack. Yeah. Because I got to get my money. Or I got to get my drugs. So I'm not going to reveal that to know. And would fight if people would even, because when you're locked up, the same people you're locked up with is the same people that you see in the streets. Right? Yep. And so when you're locked up and you're HIV positive, they have this whole stigma ritual that you have to go through. Like, you have to sit on the top of the steps to eat. You can't eat down with everybody else. You have to eat with plastic forks. Well, back then, you have to eat with plastic forks. You had to take your clothes and put them in separate plastic bags to go out to be washed with your name on it. So...
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a lot of stigma, and then people wasn't that was showing that there wasn't acceptance.
They wasn't receptive to it
when it came to it, and then people was calling it that thing. She got that.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah. So no, when I came out of jail, or even just coming back and forth out of prison, I didn't tell anybody. I've only been open for 13 years.
Wow. So, So when you got out, you just went straight back to relapsing, like
I
just went
did.
straight back to
I did.
I need these drugs, my
Mm-hmm.
mind, I need something to soothe this what I'm going through. This crack is gonna do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just take this hit and it's gonna
Yeah,
be
let's
all
go.
yeah, let's go.
Let's
Whatever.
go. Let's hit it. That's
That's
it.
it. That's it. That is it. Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
that's something.
so that's why I don't judge my peers, because I've been there.
And there's people that are still there.
But I'm saying that's what I mean when I say I don't judge.
Yeah.
My peers that are there, I don't judge them.
Yeah, but I just
know.
want, yeah, I know. I just wanted to make it known that there are still people out here to this day that are positive and still won't tell nobody.
Right.
There's people out here that are positive and don't even know
Well,
they positive.
let's say not. Let's not. Okay, so let's go back. Let's not say won't tell nobody, because some of us that are positive, it ain't certain people's business. So when we talk about being open, we're talking about when it comes to having sexual relations.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't necessarily have to tell my aunt that I'm positive. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily have to tell anybody that I'm not sexually involved with that I'm positive. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. But also, there's people that's in relationships. There's people that's in relationships with another person that is HIV positive. Like, they both HIV positive.
Right.
One person might want to come out. What if that one person might want to come out, but the other one is like, no, don't tell nobody because I don't want nobody to know. You know what I'm saying?
But at that time, that's where
So that's a stigma within the relationship.
It is. It's a stigma within the relationship, and then at that time, that's up to that person that wants to be open, like truly how open they want to be. Because I couldn't be with anyone that's not open, because that's not who I am, right?
Okay.
So I don't judge anybody for not being open, because it's a process and a person has to get there, and you have to know who you can trust and why you doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that could be an awkward feeling. Like, okay, say we both positive and say you want to come out, but I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you deuces.
But not everybody's like that.
I get that, but yeah.
What if you ain't like that, but you want to come out? You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I mean, I don't have an answer for it.
Wow.
I don't have an answer for it, because it's up to that individual. How they want to really move. You know, if I really want to be out and you're not, I'm not gonna out you, but I need to move on. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe some be like, okay, babe, we just won't do that right now. We'll wait. You know, it just all depends on the individual, I believe.
Yeah, but I've heard a scenario where husband and wife, remember? I ain't gonna say no names or nothing. But we was in a class. And
yeah, but
and he was pissed off at her.
Yeah. But she did what she felt like she needed to do.
Yeah.
And that's all that we can tell anybody to do, is to do what you feel is comfortable for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you was reckless in them streets.
I was.
Oh
I tell
man.
you no lie. And,
Mm.
yes,
Well,
13
me,
years not reckless.
uh,
No recklessness.
non-recklessness, ridiculousness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shenanigans.
Okay, non-shenanigans.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one is definitely gonna be a short story, but we wanted to know. I wanted to know, and I wanted y'all to
She's
know.
never asked me that
It's certain
before.
questions on here that I've never asked, which is one of them. I've never asked her before. It's gonna be some more that I've never asked, and then
Mm.
she gonna have to reveal to all of us.
Uh,
She gonna have to reveal it, but yeah, that's something. I mean, have you ever? Okay, this is another. Before we end it, this is another question. When you was out there, like recently or in the last few years, have you ran into people that
yes.
know your movement that you're doing now,
Yes.
and how you change yourself and
Yes.
helping people and stuff like that? Have you ran into those that
Yes.
you've been sexually active with back then when you was out there not telling?
Yes.
How did they feel towards you? But they know your move now. You know the
They know my
movement that you're
move.
doing
They know my move
and the
now.
foundation and everything.
But nobody wants people to know their secrets.
Yeah, true. So they probably push you to the side. Nigga, you should have told me.
I did. I had one guy came up to me and was like, "Shout dog, you doing good."
But you could have told a nigga.
Yeah. When he said you was doing good, he didn't have to say anything else because I knew
you changed. You
what
did
he
it.
was saying. But I knew he understood that he had been in
that realm at that time
with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but most people don't want people to know their secret.
Yeah. And that is so true. And speaking about that, I've always heard about these growing up because Atlanta and Miami and places like that, like are my main like second. I call them like my second homes because I love Atlanta. I love Miami. Long story short, I was dating this girl. She lived in Atlanta, Marietta. She had a roommate. Both of them, of course, gay. But the roommate was a male. And I didn't believe it. Like I've never seen. Like I always heard of undercover brothers. These undercover brothers. Long story short, I had at the time I was driving a black Pathfinder. Her roommate said that he was messing with this dude. He's like, "Oh, I'm messing with this dude that got the same Jeep you got, but in white." So I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, he live over there in the next building." I'm like, "You live over there in the next building? You mess with somebody in the same apartment complex?" I ain't paying no attention. I'm thinking it's another gay dude because he never said he was undercover. He was one of those undercover, but he never said that. So I was like, okay, that was like maybe like the first or second time I visited them, and I just left it at that. Third time, it was like the third or fourth time I visited them, I saw the guy that he was talking about. He pulled up and parked right next to me. And I was being funny. I was like, "Nice Jeep." You know what I'm saying? Like that. He was like, "Thank you." Like that. He's like, "Yours too." Being, nice bag, whatever. I seen his wife and kids get out the car. So I'm like, I wonder if this the same dude that he was talking about. It happened to be, but how I found out it was the same dude that he was talking about was because me and the girlfriend at the time went out, came back to the house. Went out, came back to the house. How I knew it was his wife and kids because they was calling him daddy.
Okay.
They said, "Daddy, get," because I guess they had bags, so they just coming from shopping or whatever. So, the little boy was like, "Daddy, I want to help." Kids, they want to help, whatever. Long story short, we went out one day, one night I was over there. I was out there for about a week. We was out hanging out. Came back. The Jeep was parked in front of his building because they lived on the complex was so big. They lived on the other side of the complex, but the Jeep was parked over there, and I was like, "Oh shit, old boy." So I started putting two and two together before I even went in the house. Okay, I was like, "Oh shoot, that's an undercover." I'm thinking, like I said, the dude was gay that he was talking about at first. I go in the house, he's coming out of old boy's room, out of her roommate's bedroom. Yeah, the man was coming out of her boyfriend's room, and I was like, "Oh man, like that is just too close for comfort. Like y'all live in the same complex. Like that's just if you're gonna do your thing, do your thing. But that right there is just a little bit too close.
Yeah. Well, that's
you
why.
know what I'm saying?
That's why.
And that's why things happen.
Yeah, but that's why we promote because people gonna have sexual behaviors.
But this is the thing, though. I didn't get to the juicy part of the thing. Years down the line, her roommate tested positive.
Right.
But I don't know.
Right.
If it was prior to that or after that, or you know what I'm saying, like.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why we make sure that we promote
safe sex.
Right, and being tested. Because people gonna have sexual behaviors.
Everybody gonna have sex. Everybody got needs.
Yeah.
But that just messed me up. I had a couple of incidents that messed me up because I saw one of my. I'm from Harlem, y'all, as y'all know, because my name Harlem Kid. I saw one of my good friends. I ain't saying no names. I saw one of my good friends years ago when I was still back home, a guy I went to school with, in the gay club, but you claim to be all hard.
Well, now you being stigmatized.
No, because
you are, babe.
Okay,
yes, you are.
I'm being. But how you gonna be hard?
Listen,
how you
can't
gonna be?
Say that
but listen,
because now you trying to listen.
I know, but I'm just trying to make a scenario. You hard and got wife and kids here, but you down here.
Yeah, but
undercover brothering and stuff.
But yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing though. Being hard or being soft has nothing to do with nothing.
I'm not. He wasn't soft when he was down there. He was still hard.
But what's hard and soft have to do with anything? That's stigmatizing.
Okay, I'm not gonna stigmatize. But I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna be out, just be out. Like,
right. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying with that. I get what you're saying with it. But people have sexual behaviors that are not always what we look at as
ethical or
or because of how we view sexual behavior. How a person is doing, they're having their sex life. It's perfectly fine with them. We have to just promote, you know what I'm saying, safe sex and being tested.
True.
That's it.
I have to do certain or say certain things so they can realize that, you know what I'm saying, like. I mean, I catch myself stigmatizing myself, but I'm trying to stop.
Right.
But I just wanted to know.
You got a partner to help you out.
Yeah, I just wanted to know,
Yeah.
That's like me putting on a dress and going. And that devil makeup.
Oh, Lord. Baby,
makeup is the devil.
Stop it. There you go being stigmatized again. Because that's you being stigmatized again.
Okay.
We're here to stop the stigma.
Stop the stigma.
Right.
Okay. We good now, y'all. We good. I gotta make it. I gotta do my little.
I can't with you. I'm too tired.
Okay. Me too. Look, it done got dark outside. I can't even see the trees no more.
I know, right?
But anyway, this is our little powwow we be doing, on the show and stuff. But I do have to put it out there so people know
Of
that,
what stigma looks
yeah,
like.
what it looks like
I
and
got
what it
you.
is. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
got you. High five.
I did that, y'all. But anyway, we want to thank y'all for tuning in once again to the Harlem Kid and
StigmaGoddess
YouTube channel. We're gonna be out. Alright. It's time for me to start do my scrolling for this van. So I will holler at y'all.
Holler at y'all later.
Alright.
Alright.
Peace. We love y'all. Stay in high vibrations and stay positive always.
Always.
Always. Later.
Later.